Hey, so as you can see by the title, I am now 4 months on testosterone. So yeah, this one's probably going to be quite short, I guess, because as far as I'm aware, there's not been much that's changed from last month. I said this before, but I'm really not looking for changes because I've gone into it with like no expectations. I'm not obsessively looking at things and going, oh, has this changed? Has that changed? And I haven't been consistent with taking photos either. I took photos of like everything when I very first started. I think I might have taken the photos again at 1 month, then took a few of the photos at like 2 months and haven't done any apart from the face ones since 2 months, and I've done them every month. And I'll do that again this month, but it will definitely be a week late because Mum and Dad just went away today and they'll be away for a week. Yeah, my point was that I'm not looking for changes, so I don't think I would notice all the changes anyway. There's a few things, and I think they're mainly things that have already happened and are just like changing more, if you get what I mean. And I've got a few like update things to let you know about as well, so we'll do that too. So the first thing, which I don't know if you can tell because I already like did a test of what this looks like, and it's dark as shit in my room. But yeah, I called it spots before, I think, but at this point I'm accepting that it's acne. It's hormonal acne, that's what it is that I have. That's gotten, I think, a bit worse, but it also makes sense because like I said last month, my dose got changed to every 3 weeks instead of every 4 weeks because my levels were a little bit on the low side, and it's since they've been changed that it's gotten worse. So I think probably my T levels have gone up a little bit, my face is oilier, and so the acne is worse. But I'm trying a couple of different things to help it out. I've noticed that if I wash my face in the morning and on a night, it makes it worse because I'm washing my face too often. It's like you get rid of all the oil on your face. Riley, can you not? Come on. I was in the middle of talking. At least put your paws up and I'll lift you. Don't be lazy. That way. Thank you. Sorry about that, got interrupted. But yeah, I've noticed because it takes like the oil off your face, that if you wipe away all of the oils, it like overproduces oils, I don't know, something like that. But I've noticed it makes it worse, so I only wash my face once a day in the morning. There's been a few days where if I'm in a rush, I've not washed my face, but for the most part I make sure that I wash my face every day, and that does seem to help it a little bit. I'm gonna get some different kinds of face wash and like test out different ones and just see if I can find one that works particularly well. It's annoying, to be honest, at this point. Before it didn't bother me that much. It still doesn't bother me very much. It's not like I hate it because I'm not exactly, you know, a fucking model anyway. But yeah, it's just annoying. So I'm trying to sort that out. My thighs, which again I mentioned before, that I was starting to get more hair on my thighs, and that's continued. It's still quite patchy in terms of like, I have tops of my thighs. If you look straight down, there's a fair amount there, but it's like there's bald patches still. That is still just like that fine blonde hair that I had before that looks like nothing's there. So like, it's like the tops of my thighs, there's a decent amount. The insides of my thighs, there's like patches of like quite dark hair. It's not completely full like the top, but there's patches of it. But like between those two, there's nothing at all. So it's like quite a lot of hair. Yeah, decent. You can definitely tell there's a lot of long black hairs there, and then just a strip of like fuck all, which is a bit weird. But yeah, so that's still coming in quite nicely. I think I've noticed that more, mainly because that was one of like the baldest areas of my body. So it's quite noticeable when hair starts coming through where there was absolutely no hair before. In terms of the bottoms of my legs filling out, I think they honestly can't tell if they've filled out any more from last month. I'm not really paying attention that much. They might have done a little bit, but not massively so that I've noticed it. Behind sort of where my knee is on the bottom of my leg, there's still a bit of a bald bit. There's a few straggly hairs, but it's still pretty much bald there. And then I guess, I don't know if this really relates to my thigh hair. My pubes, it's not that bad. It's not really TMI. It's just a thing. So you know how like your leg starts and then your crotch starts, and there's like that middle like crease between. My pubes have started to like crawl up my leg a little bit. Not loads. I've not got like, but yeah, they've seemed to they've just like spread a little bit, and so there's now more and further afield. I don't know. I'm indifferent to it. It's just something I noticed that's like, okay, that's new. Okay. But yeah, there's that. Last thing that I've noticed, which I don't know again if it's really a thing, but considering the fact that I'm not looking for changes, going, oh, is this change? It probably is. I think my hairline might be starting to recede a little bit. I don't have a forehead, I have a fivehead. I don't know, it's this bit, because I can't see this side. Because my hair, just the way my hair is, it covers it. Just seems different. I think it might have like been moving up a little bit. Really? Can you not just choose to be in here? Or not to be in it? I can't really explain it. It's not really massively noticeable. It's not something, I've got bogey. It's not something that has really stood out. It's just something that when I've looked in the mirror a few times, I've been like, it just looks different. It looks like it's missing something. So I feel like it's maybe moved up a little bit. My mind's going, there was hair there before. Cool, I guess. And that's literally it for changes that I've noticed. There's not been a lot at all. But yeah, there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention in this as well, like kind of, I guess, updates on things going on around transition that aren't directly about testosterone, which are that on Tuesday I got what will be my last Depo-Provera injection. I'm not going to go into it too much because I did explain it in other updates, but instead of going on hormone blockers when I started testosterone, I just carried on getting the Depo-Provera injection because I was already getting it, and I had complete choice on when I came off of that and how long I wanted to stay on it for, and the doctor was like, it's whenever you're comfortable. Being on the Depo won't affect T, so it makes no difference to us, it's just when you're comfortable to come off of it. And I did say I wanted to stay on it until about 6 months on T, because general time frames, people's monthly stop anywhere from like 1 month to like 6 months. Generally, it obviously can take longer than that, some people just don't stop. I really hope that's not going to be me. I had this one, and then I realised that my next one was due like mid-December, which at that point, I will be 6 months on testosterone. When I would get my next one is when I'd be stopping it. So yeah, by the time I'm due my next one, I will be 6 months on testosterone, so I'm not going to have another one. And then at that point, because I should have had one, it should be out of my system, and we'll see really what happens there. I'm really hoping nothing comes back. And the last two things are just about appointments that I've got at the gender clinic. So I've got one on the 25th of this month, which is for my 4-month review with the nurse, which I think is just essentially like a catch up to see how things are going. I think I don't actually really know. I think that's what it is. So yeah, that's on the 25th. And I have an appointment on the 29th of November, so next month, with a clinician to talk about top surgery, because that'll be like, well, it'll be just before I hit 6 months. And that appointment, I'm not actually sure how that appointment's going to go. I don't think that I'll be able to get a referral from just that appointment. I'm pretty sure it'd probably be talking to the clinician, I guess maybe getting a general idea of what kind of procedure I'd need, because if my chest was small enough, I might get like periareola or keyhole. It's not, I'd have to get double incision, I know that. Talking about that, and then maybe talking about what surgeons are an option for me through that clinic, and I guess they'd probably go, here's some information, go away, do some research, think about it, come up with a decision, let us know, and we'll refer you. But again, I don't know, that is just an assumption. I have actually looked into it a little bit. I've posted in like some FTM groups on Facebook and stuff, asking what top surgeons currently operate under the NHS, trying to get an idea of how they work, where they're based at, their general waiting times, that sort of thing. But I do need to look into it a lot more, so that's kind of, I'm going to deal with the 4-month review because I have a few questions and things that I need to sort out with the nurse there, so I don't want to forget to do those things. But after that appointment, I'm definitely going to have to look properly more into top surgeons and all the intricacies in it, like where are they based, how far away is that from me, how long they generally have to stay in hospital, because I'd be taking my mum and dad with me, so I'd have to pay for their accommodation, like a hotel, meaning that I wouldn't expect them to pay for it. Obviously, if they're coming to support me, I'm not going to make them foot out a bill for a hotel to come and support me, because that's me wanting them to come with me. Of course they want to support me, but I'd pay for that, so I'd have to work out the cost, and obviously then travel. Taking into account pros and cons, like obviously results is the biggest thing, how far away they are, as well as travel cost and time. And obviously mum and dad would have to be off work, I'd have to be off work, but that's a whole separate issue anyway. So there's a lot to think about. I need to look into it. I want to get at least quite a clear idea of what I want for going into the appointment, if not know exactly who, and I don't know how it works in terms of if they can get funding for any surgeon on the NHS, or if there's like a specific list of surgeons they will refer me to as well. So that's kind of annoying, because I'm like, if I research, find the exact surgeon that I want to go to, I've weighed up everything, that's the one, 100% decided, and then they go, it's a list of surgeons, they're not on there and I ask about it and they go, you can't have surgery with them, that would be the worst thing ever. So yeah, there's just a lot to consider. I'm not generally stressed about it, but when I think about it too much I get a little bit stressed about it, because at the end of the day it's going to be on my chest for the rest of my life. And as much as it's exciting, I'm sure I'd be more excited once the making decisions and that sort of thing's all over. But yeah, so that's what's going off at the minute. They're the appointments I have to look forward to. Not many changes this month, but I'm not complaining. Things are going as they're going. It's chill. I think I've said this in every video, but I'm going to try and upload more. I do genuinely want to, but I've got a million things that I'm basically trying to organise my entire life. I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to incorporate exercise. I'm trying to get just a general daily routine where I actually sleep, so I'm taking my sleep medication and getting up at a certain time every day. I'm trying to get myself into a routine where I wake up at the same time every day, do the same things, and I have plenty of time in between. So I'm getting up early, I'm going to bed at a reasonable time, so that I have the most out of the day that I possibly can. But yeah, I do want to get into uploading videos more, so hopefully once I've kind of sorted my life out a bit more, I can do that. I had all of yesterday off. I had nothing to do yesterday, but I didn't film it because I just didn't. I was just sat around and did fuck all day. And now I'm filming this in the morning when I actually got up early, and I have to go to work in like an hour and 20 minutes. So tell me how that makes sense. It doesn't. But this is what my life is. This is why I need to sort it. But yeah, sorry, I did say this video was probably going to be short. Probably long now because I just ramble and I feel it was shit. But yeah, so thank you for watching, come on my journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.